right, we're here at SEMA with Faron from Bubba Rope. Faron, welcome to the set.
Nice to meet you.
That's great. This is you guys have some really neat products here. And so before we get into talking about what we have here, let's talk a little bit about the company or the parent company, how all this stuff started. So tell us a little bit about Bubba Rope and where it came from.
Okay, well, in 1958, the owner of the company, Ron Warsworth, he started the company in '58, and it's called Certified Slings, and we've been a lifting company, been dealing with the military contracts, all that air cargo slings, stuff like that, the Mark 105s, all the stuff for the military, the Navy, and Army, anything to do with lifting. And one of the jobs we got through with in 2010, we had extra supply of rope, so we didn't really know quite what to do with it, but we had supplies of rope and the chemicals we used for the coatings and all that for the rope. So we decided to come up with a little snatch rope, and we got a marketing guy, Jim Flowers, involved in it, and he started calling it Bubba Rope. And 2010, Bubba Rope appeared, and now we went from one size rope. We've got about 7 or 8 different sizes of ropes we can get, from 7,100 pounds to 341,000 pounds right now, and we can get up to about 800,000 pounds if we need to.
Well, very good. Well, I'm familiar with the with certified sling. I raced hydroplane boats, and that's what we actually use, the certified sling rope to pull our boat out of the water. So you guys have been around a long time, so that's where this came from. This is really a neat deal too. Lightweight. This one right here is good for 19,000 pounds. Guys, this thing probably doesn't weigh 2 or 3 pounds. I mean, there's nothing here, but it's really really strong and durable. Now, one of the things about if you get your Jeep stuck, you're a four-wheeler like me, or off-roader. I kind of like the off-road stuff too. When somebody pulls out a chain and says, "I want to pull you out," the first thing you tell them is, "Don't hook up.
You're not hooking to me.
Just leave me off it." That's exactly right. When you use a rope, you actually get a kind of like a rubber band effect too, and these ropes will kind of stretch a little bit and kind of sling you out of there instead of jerk you out of there. So you're not going to tear up stuff when you use it.
Yeah, the main thing about the rope, what people don't understand, with a rope, you can take like 2 F-250s and you get them stuck. With a chain or a strap, you're not going to get the guy out because it's equal weight, equal pull. You're just pulling whatever the truck will pull. With a rope, you can back up and get running 15, 20 miles an hour, and that 8,000-pound truck now all of a sudden becomes 25, 30,000 pounds of force hitting the end of it.
Right.
And it's a nice cushion. You hit a chain at 5 miles an hour, you're going to be breaking everything on the truck and your teeth and everything else.
Exactly right. Exactly right. So you have one for the average guy that goes up to 800,000 pounds in case they get their their yacht
bulldozer
stuck.
We actually had a guy get his bulldozer stuck and use one of our ropes after he broke. He said 2 8-inch straps. He videoed it. He sent it to us. Should be on YouTube shortly.
Wow.
And he used one of our smaller ropes, so he shouldn't have, but that's all he had, and he was able to get the bulldozer out.
That's amazing. So you have one, you said 800,000 pounds?
I don't know the exact number, but right now we have a 3.25 inch in our place at 341,000.
Okay.
The company I buy the rope from can get up to 6-inch rope.
Holy mackerel.
I can make up to a 6-inch rope if somebody needs that.
Wow, that's fantastic. And of course the quality is really good too. Now this is something that the average user, honestly, if you live in any kind of area that has any kind of inclement weather, snow, whatever, this is something that you just fit right under your seat.
Just throw it right under your seat. It comes in a nice carrying bag. The good part about this too, the rope is waterproof, and then the eye has a real hard substance on the eye. It still bends and moves very well, but you can't even hardly cut it with a knife. So it's very protected. The good part is we have waterproofed everything where the mud and water won't get in it. You get it out, you get it real dirty, wash it off, shake it dry, throw it back in the bag, put it under your seat, you're good to go. Where if we didn't have all this stuff in here, you lower it down in the mud and water, it's nice and white, it's going to come out black and stinking and ugly, and it takes about 3 weeks to dry before you put it back in your vehicle.
Exactly right. Well, and another thing about this is, of course, no corrosion. There's nothing to corrode. It's cotton, it's rope. I mean,
and another thing, leaving it in your truck, the heat will not bother it because I baked this for 5 days at 149 degrees.
Wow.
So that way the chemical will adhere to it very well.
It's all sucked into the rope.
So now you're seeing something that it's not going to come apart if you throw it in your truck and you're in Arizona and you got 115 degrees, it's no big deal. Just going to make it stronger.
There you
and
go.
You're gonna hurt it.
There you go. That's so it's not going to degrade or go down. This you can have these ropes. You can pass this on to your onto your kids.
Yeah, I've got one that's 8 years old. Back when we was doing a government contract, I had a piece of rope we messed up on. I made my own self a snatch rope because I have a farm. I've got a tractor.
Sure.
I've been off-roading since I've been born almost. So I'm really like everything to do where there's mud and rock crawling, whatever it is. And I've had one for 8 years now, and they know telling how many vehicles pulled out, and it still looks good.
That's fantastic. Well, Faron, we really appreciate you coming by the booth today and sharing with us. And you can find these at andysautosport.com, and we'll get you squared away. Faron, once again, thank you so much for coming by.
Been a pleasure.
You bet.